Hello from Da Nang, a vibrant city that's always moving, always evolving. It's located in the middle part of Vietnam, around 1 hour from Hoi An, the ancient city. I stayed here for 3 months and grew really fond of it. I met amazing people and also reconnected with existing friends. As you guys know, I'm always looking for calm places in between the chaos to ground me and calm me down. So, I'm going to show you my favorite ones. Let's go. One of the things I used to struggle with when traveling long-term was feeling not grounded. Like you always pass things through, never quite landing anywhere. But I also learned that connection finds you when you stop rushing. And true connections last over many countries. And then you come back and it feels like nothing has changed between you. Hey everyone, I'm Chiara, living and traveling through Asia for the past 5 years and always looking for chill spots that calm your nervous system. I'm working in the field of women's health and I'm passionate about herbalism and TCM. Join me on this trip through Da Nang. First stop is this restaurant. It's fully organic and it also has an integrated market and everything is made by them or any partnering farms. It is located in the An Hai district, very central. But the neighborhood is still quiet and calm. I discovered it through my friend and it quickly turned into one of my favorite spots when I'm looking for something simple and nourishing. This is the kind of place that reminds you that food can actually be medicine. One thing you will notice all over Vietnam is the black sesame sprinkled on everything. It's deeply nourishing for the kidneys and the liver, and it's rich in calcium and healthy fats. It's also supportive for women's hormonal health and hair growth. And this soup, Centella asiatica, is one of the main characters in both Ayurveda and TCM. It supports circulation, calms the nervous system, and is said to be deeply healing for the gut. A little side note, in traditional medicine, cold drinks during or right after a meal are seen as dampening to the digestion. The warmth of your digestive fire quite literally gets cooled down. Drinking after the meal or choosing something warm makes a real difference here. Next up, something I was so excited about. My female health workshop focused on movement and the body at Element Studio. It is a gym located in a busy district. However, the studio emits very calming vibes. There's lots of yoga and movement classes here, like calisthenics, etc. And I love how the focus here is on actual healthy movement and not the typical gym bro vibes. Working in the female health and hormone sector, I was super excited to come to Da Nang as there are a lot of people who travel a lot. Traveling can be harsh on the female cycle, and my mission is to teach women how they can live more in tune with their bodies. I'm really grateful to be able to share my knowledge with so many people, and the interest in female health has been growing, but there's still a lot to do. Moving the chi every morning the goofy way. Chi is our life force, our energy, and we have to move it around. Otherwise, we'll feel sluggish and out of balance. Literally stuck energy. I do this, or a variation of it, every morning to get myself ready for the day. I love that in Vietnam people are very active. I see aunties and uncles up at 5 a.m. or even earlier, and they run at the beach, they stretch, they do tai chi or dancing, swimming. I just love how active people are here. Hoi An, one of those places that feels like it exists slightly outside of time. There's lanterns, old merchant houses, the Tu Bon River. It's a UNESCO World Heritage town that somehow still feels lived in and real. Hello, today we're at Reaching Out Teahouse, which is a tea house run by hearing and speech impaired people. And they also have coffee, they have tea, and also something like a place where they create ceramics and wood and metal objects in the back. Okay, so the plant we have is called C. operculatus. It's a flower and the buds are brewed into a refreshing herbal tea. And it is used in traditional medicine to support your digestion, treat bloating, and manage gastrointestinal issues. It's also very antimicrobial and has antioxidants that fight bad gut bacteria. And it's anti-inflammatory and balancing your blood sugar. The Japanese covered bridge, one of Hoi An's most iconic landmarks, built in the late 16th century by Japanese merchants, and at this time the city had a distinct Japanese enclave on one side of the neighborhood stream and a Chinese one on the other. The bridge connected the two physically and also culturally. I found it. I found a traditional medicine museum, and now we're gonna check it out. Hello, and now we're in the apothecary area, and you can already see various kinds of herbs, and that's how they measure the prices. There's a mortal. And there's like a lot of medicine and herbs in this area. Usually that's a traditional way of storing the herbs. So they get measured here on these scales and then packed like this. That's the traditional way. And that's how Brother does it here. Here you can see pulse diagnosis. It is a very fascinating tool, and a skilled practitioner can actually read 12 different pulse positions, each corresponding to a different organ system. It's a literal map when you know how to read it. And basically you put the herbs inside here, especially like thick roots or hard to like make them small. And then this is a knife or like a sharp object, and you just grind it back and forth to get like fine grinded powder or like tiny pieces. Vietnamese herbal medicine has a very rich tradition. Many of these plants have been used for over 1,000 years. Lemongrass, perilla, lotus, ginger, everyday ingredients that are also everyday medicine. And then one of my absolute favorite things we did on this whole trip. We booked a course at An Farm, a regenerative farm just outside Hoi An. Regenerative farming is a holistic land management approach that focuses on rebuilding the soil health, enhancing the biodiversity, and with that, restoring the ecosystem functions. So rather than just sustaining the land, it actively improves it by working in harmony with natural processes. Regenerative farming is especially important in Asia because the region faces severe soil degradation from decades of intensive farming, leaving it vulnerable to extreme climate shocks. Another factor is the government pushed and promoted chemical fertilizers and heavy tillage. This left behind an environmental crisis, to be honest, that now threatens long-term food security.
When they grow up, they remove the skin. So in the casting, you have vermicompost. You take a smaller.
It was a really hands-on workshop. For example, we made our own throat tablets from turmeric powder and honey. We got a tour of herbs. We have sour, pungent, bitter, and sweet. And I really love that because in TCM, taste is medicine. So each flavor corresponds to different organ systems and functions in the body. It completely changes how you think about what you eat. Look what I harvested: roselle, stevia, curry leaf, perilla, mint, and so many more. Lemon pandan, we have lemon balm, lemongrass, peppermint, and holy basil. These help relaxing the muscles, but also good for the blood circulation. You soak your feet for like 15 to 20 minutes, especially good in the nighttime if you tend to have cold feet. Hello! So now we're at a riverside restaurant called Heritage Hoi An, and honestly I'm very angry at this point. It's been super hot today and I just didn't eat enough, so yeah. New day, it's raining, and I'm in my Lutealphase, which means my body is asking for rest, slowness. I did a little scalp gua sha. It's wonderful for circulation and releasing tension, but more than anything, permission to just be still today. It's my last day in Hoi An, and I'm currently in my luteal phase, and I noticed that it's really good to slow down a little and take it easy and get away from the bustling city and just enjoy nature. And I had some sweet treats here and a sandwich, and the view is just very calming and nice. It's a farm, or like a huge community garden. I'm not sure which it is, but they have tons of greens and veggies like lemongrass and fish mint and I don't know what else. And yeah, it's just a very slow day. It's really hot. So yeah. Okay, bye. Back in Da Nang, this tea room is always slow, cozy, and honestly exactly what I needed. I'm drinking roasted green tea, genmaicha with roasted rice, which has less caffeine. In the Lutealphase, reducing caffeine intake really does make a difference. It affects cortisol, it affects sleep, and it affects how intense PMS symptoms feel. And that's Da Nang, or more so the quiet side of it. Da Nang can be hectic, loud, and just a lot. It is bustling and proud. But there's also organic food, regenerative farms, tea houses, and slow beach mornings. Thank you for being here, truly. Take good care of yourself. And most importantly, don't forget to have fun with whatever you're doing. Living in tune with your cycle can and should be fun. It should not be another restriction or something that overcomplicates your life.